What's up, y'all? It's Victoria, and welcome back to Victoria's Daily Dose. Today, who do we got a show? So we're going to be talking about the one and only, the doll herself, T.S. Madison, because some things have been going down, and I want to talk to you about them. And then, if we have time, we'll talk about some YouTube beauty community drama that's been happening. So let's just get right into it. So, if anyone doesn't know about T.S. Madison, she is a trans woman entrepreneur. She does everything. She's an actor. She's a singer. She's all of it rolled into one. Well, about, I don't know, was it like year and a half ago, I think now? She invited Kaya to her house to start doing a little show called The Queen's Court. And the magic they brought to the air was amazing. It was so much fun to watch them too. Well, over a period of time, it became pretty obvious that Kaya was switching gears a little bit. She was a little bit against T.S. Madison, it seemed like. It almost seemed like she was angry for no reason. So then, as I kept watching show after show, it became more apparent that Kaya wasn't really down to ride with T.S. Madison like we all thought she was. Like, she would sis her this and sis her that. But at the end of the day, I think Kaya resented her for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. No one does. No one probably ever will, because Kaya's crazy. But, so, what ended up ruining their friendship, basically, is the Queen's Court was supposed to have Monique on to talk about the whole thing that happened with her Netflix and them not wanting to pay her enough. And during the show, it got off to a rocky start, and all you kind of see is them fighting, and then Kaya walks off. She walks out, no explanation, no nothing, and just left T.S. there to basically clean up the mess. And T.S. Madison did great on that show. Just like everyone knows, she cried, but I think it was more crying out of frustration, and I applaud her for keeping it under control and professional. Well, ever since then, this whole battle between them two has been raging on, and Kai's been trying to read her every other day. Like, she's just obsessed with her. And then she got what is her name? I can't remember her name, but on YouTube she's ATL Alien, I think it is. And she started getting on Madison, and they took her to court and accused her of stalking them and all this crazy stuff. And in reality, it was the other way around, which is the most craziest part to me. But bitter people will be bitter people, and they will try to take down anyone that they see as a threat or someone that can get on top of them. And that's really what TS has done. She's gone above and beyond. She created the new show, the new spin-off show, The Queen's Supreme Court, which I watch faithfully every Monday night when she's on. Right now they're doing live shows, so I haven't been able to really see it yet, but when she comes back live from the basement, I'll be watching that again. But what made me laugh so hard was the other night, Madison was in LA, I believe, and I think Sista had a little bit too much to drink, because she was going off on old gold things. Oh my god, she laid down the read of all reads, and I don't know if she still has it on her Instagram, but you guys should definitely go check that out, because it was crazy. And I died laughing the whole time. But I think what's even better is that Kaya and them have been nonstop attacking her on their Instagrams and YouTube. And T.S. Madison has kept her lips quiet for way longer than I expected anyone to. And I applaud her for that. But you know what? Someone can only be pushed so far before they just snap. And I'm so proud that she snapped on that bitch like she did the other night, because she deserved it. I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard. So that's that. Well, then the other night, she was in her hotel room doing a live, and And I don't know if she ate an edible. It was like this Rice Krispie treat. I don't know if it actually was an edible or not. But she was going to reading again, like talking about Kaya's eyelashes being so thick, calling her lamb chop, lamb chop. I was dead. I could not. And I'm just so happy because you know what? It just goes to prove you can be so nice to people and they'll take advantage of that and just dog you and dog you and dog you, not expecting you to bite back. But when you do bite back, oh, it's your fault. You're like going into this with the wrong idea. And that's so not fair. Like anyone that's telling T.S. Madison that she's in the wrong, you guys need to sit down. Because this lady has talked about her mama, her livelihood, her passed away best friend, and everything in between. And if I was Madison, I would have been taking a drive over to her house, not just reading her online. So the fact that she didn't do that, and she kept it civil to her just reading her, I can't say anything negative about the doll. She did that exactly right, and I praise her for that. And one day, we will meet, Madison. If you ever hear this, we will meet. I guarantee you that. So anyway, I just want to tell you guys that. But anyway, so YouTube drama. Apparently, James Charles is in hot water with I believe her name is Tati Westbrook. So Tati has a company called Halo supplements or something like that. It's like a skincare and hair care thing. And the other day, I guess, James Charles was online supporting and promoting Sugar Bear hair products, which is like these gummy vitamins that you take for a multivitamin and hair growth and nail growth. Well, something happened and Tati was crying and she was just upset that James would promo them and not her, and he knew how she felt about this company because apparently, now listen, I can tell you from experience, I've done the Sugar Bear hair products. They don't work. They don't. They're just sugar. Don't waste your money. Okay? The hype is hype. They just don't work. But anyway, so she was upset that he was promoting this other hair company instead of hers. And I can't say I blame her because if my best friend was promoting another person instead of me, that would kind of hurt. Like, you know how much I've put into this company, and yet you choose to, instead of promote me, your best friend, you promote another person, which is understandable. However, if James was being paid for the promotion, that's a different story. Sis has got to make her coins. And let's not play ignorant to the fact that James Charles has built his career off of lies. Period. Like the way he started off was his school picture, which supposedly he asked them to take specially for him. But the real thing is that he actually got them done professionally like that instead of the way he said, to create hype around his name, which is fine. That's how everybody gets their start. They go for it, you know, they do what they need to do to get noticed. Like most makeup artists, the gag is they go on there, create a look with cheaper makeup that still looks good, and then they'll tag bigger brands like MAC and Louis Vuitton and everything like that. So those pages will like and or share their makeup looks, and that generates views. It makes people look at you because you have those names under you. So I can't really say I'm mad at him for that. But I don't know, James is just one of those kids that, like, he started off his career in a bad lighting. Like, he made very racist remarks. He made very poor choices. And it was just a bad start for him. And I think anytime something remotely happens with him, people blow it out of proportion. And they want to paint him to be a villain, which is, they're right, but also, he's a kid, like, he's young. But this just goes to show, if you're gonna start something, don't start it in shade. Like, don't start it in a bad light. Like, you knew one day you were gonna get caught. Like, and yet you continue to do things, and that's just what it is. But I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens with him. Oh, and then I forgot, the other thing was that boy that he was seeing, like, supposedly he was like really pushy with this bi-curious dude, and when the dude wouldn't want to date him or do something with him, James Charles got mad. And supposedly the dude was like, I'm gonna make a video about you, and James Charles was like, if you put a video out on me, you're gonna regret it. First of all, you shouldn't do that. You weren't in the position to do that anyway. You're a celebrity. He's not. He can say whatever he wants. You, on the other hand, have to deal with it with a certain way. So this kid made videos, I guess, and was pretty much saying that he wouldn't have made any video if James Charles just would have said the truth, and he didn't, so that's why he had to clear his name, which is fair. If James Charles was lying, then that's fair for this kid to want to clear his name. And James Charles, like, you're young. I can definitely see you being pushy because you've said plenty of times that you like going after straight people, which is, that's your business. That's how you feel. I personally don't think that's right. If they're straight, they're straight. You shouldn't be chasing after them. That's a little strange to me, but whatever. But, like, because you said that, it now does not shock me that a bi-curious boy that was trying to play the field, and then after he decided no, that you became mean and pushy and belligerent with him, and that makes total sense to me. So I kind of do believe this kid, and, like, I kind of feel bad for this kid because now he's going to get a lot of hate, and he's going to get a lot of stuff thrown at him because James felt a certain type of way. But that's also what you get for dealing with a celebrity. I guess if you want to call them celebrities, they are, but to me they're not really celebrities, but they're influencers that are widely known. So that's why I just say always be careful on people that you want to meet. And the saying is always true, like, sometimes you meet your inspirations and they turn out to be a very big letdown. But I think that's only because we build them up so high in our own minds that when we finally do meet them and we see that they're human, it kind of takes back from, like, the star quality, if that's what you want to call it. But I don't know. I guess that's kind of the two worlds that collide at that point. I think it's always going to be sort of a letdown when you meet someone that you are that you're following or you're watching or listening to. I think it'll always be different when you actually meet them in person and can see their real personality. Because let's be honest, we all put on a show when it comes to talking in public on public platforms. Like, I don't really talk this put together in my day-to-day life. I talk a lot faster and sometimes you can't understand me. But I have to talk slower and enunciate more because I'm talking to you guys and I need to make it sound nice for you guys. So that's just what that is. But yeah, that's kind of all I had today. So I guess let me know what you think about this. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys had fun. I will be making these longer. I just had a crazy week, so this is kind of like a shorthand one. But they will be longer in the future. Tell me what you think. Share your opinions below, and then throw some comments about things you want me to talk about or some subjects you thought were interesting or want to talk about, and we can definitely talk about those. Okay, guys? All right, this is your girl Victoria, and I will see you next time.